Okay, I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about the littles curriculum on what we did last year and then what are we going to do this year. So for school year 2017-2018, which they're going to be in second and fourth grade. So last year we did all about reading and I really enjoyed it. It's very user friendly for the parent. There isn't a lot of prep work other than just cutting and stapling. And so Michael started with level 1, worked on to level 2. I think he's about to finish level 2, go on to level 3. And so I enjoyed it so much with him that I went ahead and I bought Nicholas. So he started level 3 and now he is at the beginning of level 4. So that's where he left off. So that's where we're going to continue on for him. And the same for Michael, where he left off. So we did that. For math, we did Math UC, and I really enjoyed this one. Nicholas is really good at math, so this curriculum comes with the manipulatives, that the counting cubes and stuff like that, and he likes it. He plugs in his video, and the way this one works, it's like, so say lesson 10, you do lesson 10A, you know, one day 10B, 10C, and then if you need extra work, I think it goes up to 10F or something like that. And so for Nicholas, it was easy by lesson, I'd say B. He was like, Mom, give me the test. I want to test out and move forward. So he really moved quickly. Whereas Michael, he was a little bit slower. Michael loves languages and writing and stuff like that. So Michael did a little bit slower. But, you know, that's okay. You know, Nicholas enjoyed this. So I mentioned teaching textbooks for Matthew and what he does. And so teaching textbooks starts at 3rd grade. I was going to have Nicholas do that, and he said he really enjoyed Math UC and he didn't want to move over to teaching textbooks. So he's going to continue on with Gamma, and Michael will be continuing with Beta. And so I mentioned that Michael needed some extra help, and so I was kind of worried, and so by March, I thought, gosh, he should be further along, and I probably shouldn't be comparing him with Nicholas, but I thought, gosh, I thought he would be further along than what he was. And so I was asking other homeschool mamas of what they were using as supplemental, and I was recommended Life of Fred. And so this is not a full curriculum. I think some parents use it as full curriculum, but as I go through it, I'm like, this is not a full curriculum. It's really great supplemental though. It's a lot about a little boy named Fred, and he has a little doll named Kenji, and he teaches math. And so each story is a chapter, and they're quick chapters. They're like 4 pages, and then at the end they have questions, and you get a sheet of paper and it says you try. And so we ended up doing that, and we're almost done with the book. I think we have like 2 more chapters left. Like I said, we started in March, and so Nicholas would be doing his work, and he would listen to the story, and he said, you know, I really enjoy it. He said, can I join y'all? Don't do the lesson without me. I want to do it with y'all. And I said, oh, okay. So he really liked it. So I ended up purchasing the entire set back there. But so he's going to be doing that. I don't know if he wants to continue with us or go to the book that he really should be on, or you know, review is not a bad thing. So so that's what we're going to do with Math UC. We're going to do Math UC and Life of Fred, because this is a quick thing that takes about probably 15 minutes. So things that worked and what didn't work. What didn't work was for spelling. Like I said, we liked All About Reading, so I thought, no brainer, let's get All About Spelling. We tried it and I didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. I don't know what it was. So I looked around, and I went through 3 spelling curriculums, so let me just tell you that. And I'll move forward with that in a minute. But we ended up picking Spelling UC, which is the same company that we use for Math UC. Spelling UC is the same way. It does lesson, say, 5A through F. And this is just dictation, and they have you circling and highlighting word chunks, like vowel chunks, consonant chunks, stuff rules that you should learn to help you to spell. And so I like this. It's really good, and the kids seem to have found a fit that we both like together. So we're going to continue with this. Like I said, we're not that far along because we got started late. I went through 3 spelling curriculums and found one that worked. So what else that didn't work? So I have friends who love BJU, which is Bob Jones University. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try it. So I bought the spelling and I bought English for Nicholas, and it was a bore. I didn't mind it too much, but he just really didn't like it at all. And so it just put a damper when it got to it. He would be like, oh, Mom, I hate this. And I just felt so bad. And so it didn't put me in a great mood to try to teach it to him. So, so that's why we ended up switching from All About Spelling, which we didn't like, to Spelling UC. So it's okay to try it out. I mean, like I said before, we have a great scholarship where we have that luxury to do it. I know other families don't. So if you are in the Yuma area and you want to look through curriculum, by all means, message me and I will take it to you so you can try it out, because I mean, it was a blessing for us to do that. But I know other families, and like we've been in the past, we were able to. We would probably just have sucked it up and just kept going, or I would have just done spelling words off Google and just done spelling tests, you know, the good old-fashioned way. So what I did like about BJU was their Spanish curriculum. We did this together with the littles, and they really enjoyed it. I did too. Very easy. It is pricey though, but it comes with the videos and their workbooks, and it has a puppet that I interact with them on learning Spanish. It is Christian, so they do learn Bible verses in Spanish, and they sing hymns in Spanish. So we really enjoyed this one. So that was the special that they worked on. Let's see. They also did Handwriting Without Tears. Michael did really well with his handwriting, and so he's going to be continuing on with 2nd grade Handwriting Without Tears for 2nd grade. And Nicholas did 3rd grade cursive, and he'll be continuing on with 4th grade cursive. He fights me with cursive. I think it's important for kids to learn cursive, and I'm going to continue doing it with Michael when he gets old enough, but I think it's important. So he fights me. It's not his favorite thing to do, but gotta do it. Let's see. Oh, and Nicholas will also be doing typing this year. So that is what he's going to do. For science, we did astronomy by Apologia. I really enjoyed it. We bought the kits. That was one of the conditions on homeschooling Nicholas had for me, was that he wanted to do the science experiments. He didn't get a chance to do that in public school, just too busy doing other things, and there was no hands-on for him. So that was adamant that, Mom, if we do homeschool, I want to do science experiments. So I went and bought the kit that came with this, and we went through Nature's Plus Workshop, I think is the company, and they boxed everything up, and each bag that, so say for lesson 1, they have the experiment and say it needs balloons and a pin. I mean, it included everything, and it was labeled. I didn't have to search for anything. It even did like flour. It had bags of flour. It had, I don't know, it had all kinds of stuff. So it was, I'm not a science person. I've said this before when I've taken pictures of their science projects and stuff. I don't like science. It's not my favorite subject. But I have kids that love it, so that was so easy for me to purchase that kit that was already pre-made. I didn't have to go and buy anything. It was set. So we are going to do, I don't know what we're going to do, because Nicholas wants to finish up the rest of astronomy, which we have 4 chapters left, and Michael says, I'm sick of astronomy, I want to do something else. So I had already purchased the next book, which is Apologia's Sea Creatures. And so that's all set. I already bought the science kit one that goes with it. And so I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to flip a coin, or I don't know, maybe compromise. I don't know. I'm going to see if we can talk to them again and see if we can come with a solution on what to do. But I'm kind of with Michael. I kind of want to just move on to something new. I'm kind of sick of astronomy too. Like I said, science is not my favorite, but that's what we're going to do. And I already mentioned Wordly Wise, so I'm also going to do that with the littles with their levels. Matthew's doing a higher level, but I'm going to try Wordly Wise. and see how that works. And so if you've done it, let me know if you liked it, and what I could do to make it easier, or any tips. That would be amazing. So I think that is it. Continue with geography. We're going to continue with Spanish, and I think that is all. I'm trying to look at. Oh, for history. Okay, so for history, they did Beautiful Feet books, which was the early American, and then after that, it jumps. So it does early American, and it's for grades 1 through 3. And so now that I have a second and fourth grader, it doesn't have anything that you could do together. And the more subjects that I can do together, obviously, math and language arts, they do separately. But for history and science, I love to have them do it together, and Spanish. So I'm going to go ahead and do Bookshark, which I've done with Matthew last year, if you saw all the books that he read. So the littles are going to do that together, because there wasn't anything that Beautiful Feet was offering that they could do together. It kind of just jumped up from 1 to 3, and then it just went to like 4th grade or something like that, where I would have to find something separately for Michael, and I just didn't want to do that. So Bookshark has a history curriculum, and so we're going to continue with Bookshark since I enjoyed it so much with Matthew. We're going to do it with the littles. So I think that is it. So like I said before, wish me luck, and I hope you have a good school year as well. All right, talk to you later. Bye.